Okay, let's see what the plan is for today. So, let me make a new canvas on Sprite because we're going to make pixel icons for all of my channel point redeems. So let me set that up real quick. So I'm going to make a quick list of all the things that I am going to try and draw for icons. Let's see. Let's choose a good font. Let's try this. Zonotype. Okay, that's something. So, what do we have? Party? Wow. That is super pixelated. Let's try a different font. That is way too tiny. I have like a bunch of pixel fonts downloaded. I could just use the Pokemon one. We could use this one. Okay. I think there's other ones too. Okay, that's not bad. And then let's increase the font size. Okay, so we're gonna make party glasses. Let's see if I can outline this. Outline. Okay. So we're gonna make party glasses, and then we're gonna make what else? Actually, let's just do that. We need to hydrate. And then what else? Head pads. I feel like I'm missing something else. Let's see. Let's go on my Twitch app just to see it. I think we should just start with this. So I will put the list on the side. Right here. And then let's outline that. There we go. And then let's maybe make a background for this. Make it like an orange color to fit the brand. Okay, this is my list. My very short list of things that I'm going to be drawing, so I can add them to my channel point redeems as icons. So let's see. I'm not sure if I can even draw half of these things. Let me see. Party. I want to make it look like 3D glasses. So like the blue and red ones you used to wear back in the day. Those really flimsy paper ones. Okay. I think this one should be pretty easy. So I'm gonna start with, let's make a background for this. And then let's colorize that as like a gray. Let's start like that. I think this one should be maybe the easiest. So very basic shape. And then I have to be able to export these as to 3 different sizes. I think that's how Twitch wants them. And I'm just using the mouse for this. I didn't even bust out the tablet for this one because usually pixel art I like to do it with mouse. Okay. So far so good. Also, I'm playing Deltarune and Undertale music today to celebrate the announcement of Chapter 5, which I'm so excited for. Let me double check that things are going well. Okay, let's bring out the red color. And then let's do the blue. I might finish these pretty fast, honestly. But I want to make sure I do it right. This one's a really small one. Oh, I should have changed my stream avatars for like Undertale characters. I'm not sure if that's like a thing that I can download. I should have checked though. Oh shoot, wrong brush. Okay, actually this looks pretty good. It has to make sense from far away too. It doesn't have to be super fancy. Okay, this one might be done already. Mm, let me maybe move a little bit down. I should probably have a timer to set, or at least show off my socials in chat. Let's say this. Find my socials here. Vertakin.com. Let's see if that was typed correctly. There we go. Let me pin it real quick. I'm like pleasantly surprised that my computer is handling everything on stream right now. I'm also like dual streaming this on YouTube, so. Alright. I think that's gonna be the most I can do on this. Let me change this to a darker color. And then I'm gonna outline it. And let's erase that. Oh shoot. And then outline. Like that maybe? Now it kind of looks weird. I don't even know if I want it. Actually, it's not bad. I think I just need to extend this line over here. Let's do that. I think that's an okay icon. Like that maybe? Because if I do this, it's going to be all black. I think that's okay. Maybe I'll extend that a little bit. And then let's get rid of these corners here. Wonder if maybe if I outline this a little bit on this side, it'll look clearer. No. I think that should be okay. Let's put some highlights. Yeah, okay, that looks nice. Let's put some gray along the side here. Not bad. here so that it's a little more distinguishable. That's actually a pretty good first attempt. I'm gonna test it to see. Once I export it, I'm gonna actually upload it to my channel point redeem for this. Let's see, let me add my Twitch doc. So I think it has to be like 28 by 28 and then 56 by 56 and then 128 by 128. I think. So let's see. Let me go to my creator dashboard. Okay, it's not gonna populate. Whatever. We'll just go straight to my stream. And let me mute this tab. Okay. Viewer rewards. Rewards. Where is it? Yeah, channel points. So let's go to party glasses. Wait, 28 by 28. Remove the background. Oh, I accidentally picked the gray as like the same as the background. Oh well. Let me save this. Gotta make sure I put it in the right folder so that I can edit this in the future. Let's do party glasses sprite. Okay. And I'm gonna export as a PNG. And then let's go to my Twitch folder. I should maybe rename it as my streaming folder, because I might not want to do just Twitch from here on out. We'll see. And then I have the pixel icons folder. Pixel icons, pixel graphics? No, pixel icons. I think. Come on, where's that folder? Where is that folder? Okay. We're gonna do a new folder. We're gonna call it Party Glasses. And then we're gonna do 28 by 28. I'm gonna set it as a PNG. And let's do that. Okay. Now, ideally, I should be able to just drag it. And then I have to export it twice more. I need to like color code my folders or something, if that's even possible on Windows. I know you can change it as like different icons. Maybe I have to download like custom folder icons or something. Okay. 28 by 28. That worked. Okay, that worked. And then let's see if we can do it second time. There was an easy way I did this. let's say, so 56 by 56 would be 200%. Let's see. Let me hide the window for a second. And then we're going to rename it to 56 by 56. And export that. Let's see if that worked. This is like so much maintenance stuff, but this is what is required. Let's try that one more time. Realize I didn't change the percentage. Okay, and then I think, let's see what 112 would be. 400%. Hide that. Let's do 400 and rename it 112 by 112. Okay. That should be good, honestly. And save. Okay, the icon is there. It looks so small though. I wish there was a way to like zoom in on it a little bit. That works for me though. Okay. I like that. Let me save it. Start a new one. Let's do 28 by 28. So we can mark this first one off. Oh, what the heck? Oh, line, haha. Okay, party glasses are done. Now let's do the hydrate. I want to make it look like a water bottle. So let's do that real quick. So what does a water bottle look like? Water bottle. do symmetry for this one. I don't want to overcomplicate this either. That's a pretty good start. No, okay, how do I do this? I want to scale it, not. I want to maintain the aspect ratio. Let's see. I think that's even. And I want to remember to fill up the canvas so that it can actually be seen. I think that's pretty good. I might have to like squeeze it in, like move it like this. That might be more the shape I'm looking for. Let's do it like this. Make that middle label dark. Because for some reason water bottles are always depicted with this dark label. And let's do some highlight stuff. Oh shoot. Let's do a more lively Deltarune playlist. Let's see. Okay, that should be okay. Okay, let me color this. This might be a different color. Let's highlight this part. First, let me change the lines here. Let's match this color. I wonder maybe when I'm done with these, I could maybe distribute some of them, but they're kind of niche because they're very specific. Channel point redeems. So very specific icons. Just remove that. Okay, that's not contrast enough. You know what? Let me erase this here. Get this part. I want this to kind of go in. Let's make this totally white. That way it actually sticks out. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Again, this is actually going pretty fast, so I might have to switch to something else after I finish these ones. I wonder if I can fit like a water drop icon. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna try. And then I'll outline it. I think that works. I should have just used this actually for my hydrate redeem on K-Bonk. See if I can maybe outline an extra for in black. I like that actually. What the heck? Okay, that's actually pretty cute. I like that. Do, 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 do. I wonder if I should have outlined the glasses in white too. Let me see how that would look. I'm not a big fan. Let's just see without it. Okay, let's see. Export as... Oh, first I have to actually save it. Save as... Let's do... Water bottle pixel icon. Just do water bottle. And then let me save it in my Sprite projects. Water bottle. Okay. I just realized I didn't toggle my drawing arm yet. Switch to the pencil. Yeah. All right. Let's hide this for a second. And then let's go to Twitch. And my pixel icons, water bottle. Let us do 28 by 28. That should be good. And then let me upload this. It's so small. And then let me do it for the other 2 resolutions quick. File, export as, let's do 56 by 56 at 200%. And then let's do it again. 112 by 112 at 400%, I believe. Okay, perfect. There we go. Should be good. Nice. So what's supposed to happen, I'm going to do it real quick. If you redeem my hydrate redeem for 30 channel points, this is what's supposed to happen. So it's supposed to throw orange juice. But I'm going to change it maybe to a regular water bottle. We'll see. Whatever fits the theme right now. And then I'm going to test. My party glasses might be allowed. I'm pretty sure I put it down though. So let's try it. Oh my god, it's like sideways on my face. I need like a warning or something for that one. Okay, so then we can mark that off now. And then headbats. So let me actually see what that one looks like. Oh my god, I need... Hold on, I just realized I'm missing one. This is so stupid. I have like a Chud redeem, which my shirt, so I have to add that too. That one's gonna be easy though. I can just add it as text. This is gonna look so weird out of context. That's so stupid. Okay, let me redeem the head pets. And let's see what it looks like. Okay. Ugh. How do you draw a thumb? I'm not gonna make this too crazy. I think that works. Okay. I'm gonna make this sort of rounded. Yeah. Ugh, I can't stop looking at this list with the word chud on it. It looks so weird. It has a purpose though, I promise. I promise. Let's do a darker color here. The reason why I'm not gonna make it orange is because I have like different color head pads. So what I want to do is change the color depending on if someone's a VIP or depending on the sub, stuff like that. I have to adjust this a little bit. It kind of looks like a mouse, like the typical mouse cursor, like one of these. Okay, this definitely needs to be darker. I might tint it blue just a little bit. I think that's okay. I think that's the best it's going to get. Oh shoot. I've never had so much fun with a game than I had with chapters 3 and 4 of Deltarune. It was just constant laughter and fun. Like, I don't know how else to describe what an amazing experience it was. And we're getting another one less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks about. Like, are you kidding me? I think this gray's a little unnatural. Maybe it's a little dark. Maybe it's not dark enough. Let's see. I'm like debating if this is like the right color. Oh shoot. I might not even need shading for this one. I could just leave it like that. Maybe make it larger. Now I gotta adjust it. yeah, going back to what I was saying about Deltarune, I've never had so much fun. It's not even like the full game. Like, it's just a portion of the entire game. And it's already like made such an impact on me. Like, I don't remember the last time I was so quick to hook on to certain characters and the lore of a story. Especially considering there's so many mysteries in it that have yet to be resolved. Like, I'm in for the long game with Deltarune. I've been in the long game since freaking chapter 1 and 2 first came out. And I remember that because I was in college and I had just moved into my dorm, which was incredibly stressful. So I played that to like calm me down because I was so excited after playing Undertale like a couple years back. Alright, let me name this folder. Head pats. Head pats. Save that. Alright, we're gonna have to do this exporting thing again. First, let me save it in the right folder. I should have just saved them in the Twitch folder. Okay. Gonna hide this again. File export. We're gonna go back to the pixel icons. Let's save it as a PNG. Let's do head pats. 28 by 28. Okay. Oh, I need a bananas one too. I think I have one though. I might just have to resize it. Let's see. Let me drop and drag. 28 by 28. Let me hide this again. Let's do 200. 56 by 56. And then 112 by 112. There we go. So this head pats icon will be updated to do, 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 do. Highlight. I could make like a highlighter icon. Should I add that? Let's do it. It's not like I'm in a rush. Can I like individually add outlines to these without doing the whole layer? No. Okay, that's sad. I get how it works kind of, but still. Okay, I can get rid of these now. Isn't this the best to-do list ever? Let's actually add the context here. And then let me actually move these back. Whoa. Okay, new. Let's do a highlighter. Highlighters have like a chiseled tip thing, so. Like, that looks like a knife, kind of. Maybe if I color it, it won't look like that. Yeah, I think, okay, we'll see. I was gonna say it kind of looks okay, but maybe I'm jumping the gun. Gosh, I love this song. Let me put a highlight literally here. And then maybe I should add like a little message icon here. I don't know. Let's try. Like this. Okay. Hello, Demon Queen Raiju. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Okay, let me put some white. As you can see, we're just doing some pixel icon drawings. But I'm working a little bit faster than I thought, so. I'm good but sad because I don't want to work tomorrow. Same. I gotta wake up early, so I definitely feel that. But I don't care because I'm gonna stream anyways. This is being an adult, unfortunately. Or just a person who has to provide for themselves. Let's see. I think this is okay. I should have put that on a different layer. I can just cut it out, actually. Gotta make that bread. Absolutely. Oh, I did put it on a different layer. Haha, I'm smart. So, in that case... Do you have to wake up early for work, or do you have to just get up at a regular time? So I usually have to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, you work nights. Oh, dang. Around 3 p.m. Gotcha, gotcha. That's tough. I feel like mornings are okay for me because, like, if I wake up really early, I can come home earlier. So I got at least more of my day. At least it feels like. That's my girl math. Alright, I think this is okay. This is supposed to be my icon for my highlights redeem, so I'm just like making it look like a highlighter and a message bubble. The bad part is my shifts are around 12-hour. Dang, 12-hour shifts. I applaud anybody who can manage even one day of a 12-hour shift because my 8-hour days are enough for me. So you're definitely a very, very hard worker. Kind of like them and dislike them. Three days a week, 12 hours. Okay. Are there any particular benefits or things you do like about working them? Because I'm assuming you gotta make it tolerable somehow. The insurance, yeah. I feel like the only way I could survive it is like chugging multiple energy drinks and caffeine. Yeah, the insurance is god tier. That makes sense. At least they gotta give you some good benefits for doing it. At the very least. Let's just say my meds for 30 days are $400 without insurance. With my insurance, they're $20. Holy crap, that is really good. $400 without is insane. So yeah, that's at least good. Alright, let's see. This is looking pretty good. I might start on another icon in a bit. Let me save this. Let's save it. And let's name it highlight icon. May I ask a question? Yeah, go ahead. Now, let's edit this a little bit. What are my pronouns? She, her. Thank you for asking. And what do you prefer, just in case? She, they. Okay, perfect. It's always good to ask. Let's see. I think that should be okay. For me, I try to ask as a little nice icebreaker. That's a good idea. I feel like that's great because you can be respectful and get to know a little bit about a person and not have to say too much. I unfortunately forget to ask that question, but I probably should do it. Happy Pride! Happy Pride! Be who you are. Any particular plans for Pride Month? I know there's a lot of Pride festivals happening all over the place, so. Doing a charity, nice. That's the best I can do right now. That's great though. Fantastic to do that. You know, giving back to the community, helping organize things. That's like honestly fantastic. All right, let me do another icon. So 28 by 28. Is this like a personal charity, or is it like with an organization, or how does it work? Because I know there's like a lot of booths at Pride festivals that are like charity related ones. I know people do online charities all the time too. Oh, I like the song. It's like elevator music. Okay, I'm gonna make a banana icon. If I can remember the regular shape of a banana. I'm gonna try my best to not make this look weird. Oh, I love the rainbow bananas. I do a little bit of streaming and I'm doing personal charity. That's cool. For Trans Lifeline, awesome. I didn't know I had a pride banana. I didn't know that was a thing. I love it. Pride banana. That's amazing. But that's a great cause. I feel like we need more organizations that are dedicated to trans people. I feel like there's never enough, so let's see if I can rotate this a little bit. Okay, see, that's the thing about pixel art is you get gaps when you try to like transform anything. But I'll fix it. Maybe I can add a couple. I have to trust the process. As a trans person, it's close to my heart. Of course, of course. It makes sense. I would be happy to support any trans organizations, so feel free to drop any links related to that or share if you would like. As I do care very deeply about trans causes and protecting trans people. But yeah, I hope this is a safe space where you feel comfortable. That's kind of my goal with building any sort of audience is, you know, making sure people are comfortable in their identities. Okay, why did my brush disappear for a second? Yeah, your Tiltify should be fine. That will be just fine. I don't think my moderation will like delete the links, so otherwise I'll fix it. Okay, let's fix the shape right here. It's a little odd looking. See, these are like moments where my pixel art skills humble me a little bit. Yeah, that's the best thing to make a community full of love and support, of course. That is the goal. Okay, cool. The link worked. I used to have like really strong moderation that would like delete it. Thank you so much for the follow. So very happy to have you here. So I also have alert command if you just want to chill out and tune out for a little bit. So feel free, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay, let's see if we can color these bananas accurately. And I think, let me actually see what a banana stem looks like. I know, don't judge me. I don't eat fruit like that. I mean, I do, but like, I don't like pay attention to what they look like necessarily. Oh gosh, okay. It's got a little green on the top. It's like a lime-ish, not that green. Let's see, I have to make sure the color is actually contrasts enough because it has to be super zoomed out. Like it basically has to be this tiny. Reminds me of Runs. Oh yeah. It does kind of look like that, huh? OMG, your little description has Game Boy games. Yeah, I was like, I'm obsessed with Game Boy games. It's like the first handheld I've ever owned, so I try to take inspiration from that. Glad you like them. I made them myself. But yeah, I got a Game Boy SP for the first time when I was like 6. So, love the Game Boy era. I'm trying to go with like a retro video game branding type thing. So hopefully I'll be able to like play some Game Boy games in the future. On stream. I had a red clamshell SP. I had a cousin that had that one. I had the like pinkish colored, the pearlescent one. I don't know what you call it, but it was like a pinkish one with a brighter screen. And I still have it. Played Pokemon and Sonic and Mario on it. Let's maybe not make this so dotted. Maybe just leave it like that. Let's make the yellow a little brighter. At least the first two. Yes, I love Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red. I also played some Red Rescue Team. And then I had Sonic 1 that was like remade for the Game Boy Advance. And then what else did I have? Emerald, Ruby Sapphire. And then Super Mario Brothers 3, which was like a Mario Advance game. So yeah, I had a pretty good selection, honestly. Did you have a DS? I did. So I have, well, I do. I have the DS Lite, the pink DS Lite, and then I have, I actually have multiple DSi XLs that people either just gave or sell to me. And like, that one's definitely a favorite of mine. I think the DSi XL is like the absolute best DS. I loved my Chonky Boy Cybertruck DS. Oh my gosh. The fat DS is what they call it. I love that one. It is the original. I never had that one. I got the DS Lite as like my first DS. But my DSi is definitely my favorite, the DSi XL. And then I have 3DSs too. Which I got for like the sole purpose of playing Pokemon X and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. But the original does have a charm to it that I love, that they redesigned it as like the DS Lite to make it so sleek. I could honestly talk about Nintendo systems all day. I always wanted the original Game Boy Color also. I don't think I have anything older than the Game Boy SP. I remember my first game for the DS was Nintendogs. Oh, that's a good one. I feel like it was either that or New Super Mario Brothers was a really popular one, especially when the DS Lite came out. I think it was bundled with it. And then Mario Kart DS was a big one. I had a couple of, I had Cooking Mama and Style Savvy too. Oh, let me adjust this. Maybe we'll make the highlights on this one a little bit dark. But yeah, there's so many games that are like so nostalgic for me, especially on the DS. I'm trying to think what else. I had Mario Party DS. And one time I let a family friend borrow it. And I like told them, please do not delete my save. Which you have to be very intentional with doing. You can't just like go in and like press a button and delete it. You have to like go in and it'll like ask you, are you sure you want to delete it or whatever? And guess what happened? They deleted it. I remember I like went to my mom and I crashed out so hard. But like I was dead ass mad, bro. Like why would you do that? And like you have to go out of your way to do that. Let's see, maybe my music finished. I was playing a Deltarune playlist, so we'll do like another one. I've just been in like Toby Fox video game mood. Let's just do like a regular playlist. But yeah, I had like a couple instances where like people messed up my games or deleted my saves or something. I think my first ever system was an NES when I was a wee child. That's a cool one. The classic. The OG. Low-key, I wish I could have lived through that time. That's like way before my era. Or not way before, but I would have loved to experience some of the first Nintendo consoles when they came out. Jesus, don't make me feel old. I'm sorry. I'm being a little dramatic. I'm like an older Gen Z. So like I think our prime is like the DS mainly. But I get like called old nowadays for even having those be like our main consoles that define our era. So basically if you weren't like growing up during like the first Switch era, you're old. I'm on the list of millennial into Gen Z. Okay, makes sense. So I count myself as a millennial. Yeah, I'm like, I would say pretty quintessential Gen Z. So like, I guess the main consoles are like the Wii, GameCube, sort of. I think it's mainly the Wii. that most Gen Z had or grew up with, which was awesome, by the way. N64, I think that's a little before our time. At least like from what I know of people I talk to. I think N64 is more of a millennial console. But it's not like there's hard rules or anything. I didn't have an N64. I wish I did, but okay, I'm gonna outline this a little bit in black and then I'm gonna be done with this one. Fair, TBH, I got most of my consoles from my brothers and sisters, which are twice and triple my age. Okay, then that makes sense. I am the oldest in my family of 4. So everything started with me. And then I have siblings that are also significantly younger than me, so there's quite an age gap. But it's cool because then you can like pass down the handhelds and stuff that you used to play with and they can kind of experience it themselves. I feel like, yeah, a lot of younger Gen Z really love the DS era. Most, especially with like 3DS and stuff. But those 3DS prices now, man, like it is tough. They're hard to get your hands on now. I remember I stole my sister's Game Boy Color. Naughty, naughty. Hey, thank you for the follow, Faye Helmet. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I was like collecting here and there, like DS's, or at least trying to. And I think like late 25 is when they really skyrocketed in price. But I got lucky because I also got like some version exclusives or like exclusive designs. Like I got the Hylian Shield one. Me casually waiting for Nintendo to release a screen add-on for Switch 2 so I can relive my DS era. Oh my god, that would be really cool. Then they can actually release the Pokemon games from the DS as like virtual console or whatever. Pixel. I would buy that day one. I would too, honestly. I would love actually like a dual screen add-on type thing. Hello, hello. Welcome, Faye Helmet. How are you doing? I'm like, do I want to add these little highlights here? I kind of like that checkered look. Let me see what it looks like far away. I might add like a slight gradient to it. I'm okay. Good, good, good. Glad to have you. Let's see. If I can pull off a gradient on this, it'll look better. The bananas look awesome. Thank you. I was like, I gotta really trust the process on this one. I don't usually draw from memory, but I tried to challenge myself with pixel art specifically. I don't know if I could do pixel art. It was like pretty intimidating for me at first. But then I like slowly watched certain tutorials and stuff. And then I eventually got comfortable with it over time. You just gotta learn certain techniques that make it easier to draw. Like I'm trying to do this sort of dithering shading effect right here. Learned that from a YouTube tutorial. My latest art was 4,000 by 5,000, 1,200 pixels. That's crazy. That's a huge one. I don't think I've ever gone beyond maybe like, I think 3,000 by 3,000 for like any art. Yeah, those are pretty big canvas size in general. That would be like impossible for pixel art. But if your computer can handle bigger canvas sizes, that's actually pretty nice. Or your tablet, whatever you use. Whatever you prefer to use. Because the higher the resolution or the canvas size, the better it is for like if you want to print in the future. Which I actually like I never use like a too small canvas size anymore because of that, because I did an artist alley one time and it's a mess when your artwork is on smaller canvases to try and scale up, so. Although I would like to try some pixel art for Pokemon Infinite Fusion. That'd be cool. Is that a fan game? It's a fan game, but it's super good. Oh, cool. I have not dove into the world of Pokemon fan games too much, but I really want to. So if you have any recommendations on the best place to start, because I wanted to play Pokemon Uranium, but I feel like that's like going so hard. Like as a great fan game as my first one is kind of crazy. I heard only good things about it, so. Banana Sprite. Pokemon Infinite Fusion starts off in Kanto, which honestly is a good start. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna fix this part up and then we'll see some other icons I can make too. Me and my bestie were doing a Soul Link Nuzlocke and we just had our first swipe. Dang. I've only attempted like a Nuzlocke once or twice. I don't get how people do it. It's so stressful to me, but it looks so much fun. You got to Blaine. Okay. So how does a Soul Link Nuzlocke work? I've heard of it from like my brother and stuff, but I don't know exactly the terms of how that how to play it. I'm gonna shorten this part a little bit. Okay, I like that. I like that. Basically, we catch Pokemon in each route, and if said Pokemon die, then the other person's died. Oh. So they correspond with... Okay, I see. Dang, you gotta have, like, a lot of patience and trust to do that one. That sounds like a lot of fun, though. I fear I would be horrible to do that with. Oh, and it's randomized Pokemon. Okay. So it's a randomized Nuzlocke Soul Link type deal. That makes it even better, to be honest. That's even more exciting. Ray Arts, hello. Welcome back. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I'm doing some pixel art today. Trying to make some icons for like my channel point redeems. I'd be vibing. Nice. Same. Very glad to have you back. We're just talking about more Pokemon stuff. Nuzlocks and whatnot. Okay, let me do like a brief summary of what I've drawn so far. Unfortunately, the Kree be working, otherwise they would be here too. No worries, no worries. Y'all gotta make that dough. Okay, I just finished this banana icon. And then I made like a little highlighter one. So for highlighted message, I'm gonna set this as the icon. And then my head pats icon. Water bottle icon for my hydrate redeem. And then my party glasses one. Okay, so we've done a lot so far. We're like an hour 44 something into the stream. Can I ask a question? Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna probably start another canvas in a minute. Are you using VTube Studio? Yes, I am. So I made this pixel model using Clip Studio Paint and a little bit of Sprite and Live 2D, and then I import it into VTube Studio. That's how I'm running it right now. But yeah. It's a very powerful platform, so I think most VTubers use it. The only other alternative I've heard of is called Nizima Live. But yeah, it's pretty safe to assume that any person using a 2D model is probably using VTube Studio, so yeah. Alright. Let's see what other icons I can make. Oh, I want to do like an unlock icon for when people want to unlock a random emote and redeem that. Start a new canvas. Has to be 28 by 28. Yay, head pats. All right. Let's see how fast I can make this one. So we're gonna do a little lock icon. This is honestly a great way to do some pixel art exercises. These icons are pretty simple. Why is it a circle? Okay. Hello. Oh, that's why. My rounded edges are making it look like a circle. Okay, well, put it all the way down? Yeah. There we go. And then we'll see if we finish a bunch of these. I might switch to doing some toggles for my VTuber model. I have to draw out some. Like, I have this drawing arm right now, but I want to draw a set of arms of like me holding a controller for like video game streams. So we'll see. I was thinking about doing that. Okay, that'd be kind of fun if I did Pokemon stream. High key, that would be fun. Maybe I'll have to try and attempt at a Nuzlocke on stream and see how that goes. I was doing a shiny badge quest, which I love doing. Which is basically where you have to get a shiny Pokemon before every gym. I was doing that in Soul Silver. Patiently waiting for Winds and Waves, same. I was gonna get Brout as well. That would be my choice of starter. Right, a literal angry bird. So many people are probably gonna name it straight up Angry Bird. He's very cute though. It's very cute. I'm actually very happy with the designs that they came up with for these starters. I always worry that it's not gonna look as Pokemon-esque when they've like done so many designs, but I think they nailed these guys. I know, I've seen him in the big puffer jackets. Those are so funny. I love those edits. I think Brout is the one that gets memed the most. Oh, I like this song. I need to keep Bonbon on all fours, please. Well, considering the history, I don't know what the likelihood of that happening. We'll see. I would love it if they just kept them on all fours. For the sake of everyone, that would be the best. But we'll see. What is the other one called? But yeah, I am very excited for Winds and Waves. I'm getting that day one. Gekwa, okay. Like Gecko and Aqua. I think Gekwa's okay. They're all very cute though. I think the only reason I got a Switch to was because of Pokopia and Winds and Waves. As soon as I saw Pokopia, I bought a Switch 2. I'm not gonna lie. That was it for me. I wasn't considering getting a Switch up until then. A Switch 2 at least. And then they're releasing, I think, a DLC and expansion thing soon. But they announced at their Nintendo Direct. Which I'm super excited about and will be binge playing. Oh, and then Tomodachi Life was big, but that was also on Switch 1, so that wasn't the deciding factor. It was definitely Pokopia. Oh yeah, Zelda. Ocarina of Time. That's gonna be a big one, I guarantee. I'm buying that. I don't care. Zelda is... I've played so many Zelda games at this point, and I won't be able to resist that one for sure. Tears of the Kingdom was kind of a letdown. I sort of agree, just because Breath of the Wild in itself was already like so magical. It's kind of hard to expand on that anymore. Like, I love the building and stuff in Tears of the Kingdom and the story, don't get me wrong. But a lot of the mechanics were the same. But I loved it. That's why, like, when I tell people, I like Breath of the Wild definitely over Tears of the Kingdom. My first Zelda game was Twilight Princess. You cannot convince me that that game is bad. Never ever. That game is my favorite. My favorite thing in Breath of the Wild was building a whole village and having a wedding. Oh my gosh, yeah. I was so surprised to do that part, but it was the best. Let me make this section darker. I want it to show depth. A little bit. Oh shoot. I have to adjust this? Oh, not like that. There we go. Let's fix the shape a little bit. Also, I'm a big fan of Majora's Mask. I do prefer that a little bit over Ocarina of Time. Not that you can't like both of them, but I think if I had to pick, Majora's Mask unlocked something in me. I remember Twilight Princess on the Wii. It's kind of terrible control-wise. Yeah, so it's interesting because they released it originally on GameCube and then released it on Wii and then released it again as an HD remaster on Wii U. So they've had 3 versions of Twilight Princess. But I got the Wii version. And like when you grow up with Wii as like one of your first major consoles, you kind of don't really care about the controls or pay attention to it too much. But I do agree they were kind of bad. But I love the story and atmosphere, and I love Midna, so... And I love Link and Zelda's designs in that game the most. I remember when Skyward Sword came out, the motion controls were like a huge problem. Even though like it included the Wii Motion Plus. I'm like trying to figure out how to do the highlights on this thing. I might not have to. Let's extend this actually. I take a re-release for Twilight Princess. I don't know, I don't think... I heard some people online talking about a Switch version. I doubt we're gonna get a Switch version. I could be wrong, but considering they've had like how many consoles they've released it on already, I don't know if we're gonna get a Switch version. If we do, we're like Twilight Princess fans are like the luckiest people. Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4. They had a lot of stuff. I was surprised at. And then they had... What else did they have? I was just looking forward to Deltarune. We were due for the announcement. But we hadn't heard anything, so... Honestly, I could just leave the lock icon like that. Let me make this up a little bit. I was so angry since there was no announcement on Summer's Game Fest or State of Play. Yeah. I know people were speculating that these announcements, or at least some of these games, would be announced at Summer Games Fest. But then the Nintendo Direct was announced, so I feel like they've been shortening the timeline for between when they actually announce the Nintendo Directs and when they actually have them. I feel like they're very sudden now. Out of the blue, Nintendo Direct brought the thunder, I know. It's an interesting approach for sure. Because you would think they'd want to build more hype prior to the Nintendo Direct, so it's an interesting shift. But I don't know. I'm just lay consumer. Okay, this is not gonna be alright. I think this is gonna turn out alright. I'm in my flow state right now. I'm locked in. So I think it's funny that all the game companies are avoiding November like the plague other than 2 games. Yeah. It's also crazy because the fact that E3 is not a thing anymore is kind of crazy because I remember how big it used to be and it was like the quintessential like gaming conference. And that's just like not a thing really. Or at all. Let's name this lock icon. Yeah, it is sad. I remember seeing, I think it was the 2006 E3 where they had announced Twilight Princess for the first time. And the reaction from the crowd was like absolutely insane. And it's like, how often do we get moments like that anymore? I'm debating how much detail I want on this. Let me add. I'm like spending so much time on the lock icons. I love being a pixel artist. Nah, that's not necessary. Thought I remember E3 at G4 TV, yeah. Gaming has changed a lot. I think one aspect though of gaming that's like changed for the better is indie gaming for sure. Just the support and investment into indie games and paying attention to indie games has been a great shift. A very worthwhile shift. So that I'm very happy for. It's just so impressive how indie developers and studios, smaller studios, can manage to make such fantastic, timeless games with not even half the resources that AAA studios have. And they make things that just engages people, makes them feel something. think this is good. I'm gonna make it the full size of the canvas. I don't know. I need to scale this in a way that won't warp it so much. Ugh. Whatever, I'll fix it. Oh, I see. There's a little adjustment here. And then we should be good to make another one. Okay. Let's see what other icons I can make. For context on this list, this Chud one is for like a redeem that changes my shirt. I know, cringe. But I did all of these already. Ugh, I'm like procrastinating doing it, but I'm gonna do it. Good job. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's open another canvas. I wish there was a way where Twitch could just resize them instead of having to export multiple. But this one's gonna be pretty easy. Let's change the font. I was also gonna start doing emotes. I have like a bunch of emotes sketched out. So I feel like that would be fun to do on stream and draw those. So I have these ones. And then I have this one that I've already made. So I want to do more animated ones. Normally I have to like sketch out the idea before I decide to stream it. Unless I'm doing pixel art, I can just sketch that on stream, but I feel pressure sometimes to make a drawing good on stream, so I like to sketch it beforehand. Let's name this Chud Icon. Oh my god. Why do I do this to myself? Those emotes look awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the Uno reverse. That one's my favorite I've made so far. I had to push really hard to learn how to animate in After Effects and Live 2D. So those emotes were kind of the successful experimentation of that. So I want to do more and then offer more options for you guys to play with emotes and stuff. Okay, that playlist is done. Okay. Some of these playlists have hilarious names. Maybe I want to see what this would look like if I put it as like a red text. Whatever, this is a good thumbnail for something. I don't know. I saw this funny clip of somebody reacting to like a new announcement for Guild Wars, but the font for Guild looked like it was spelled as Chud. It made like the G look weird. I could not stop laughing. Let's see if we can make this even. Maybe I think that's legible enough. Now let's see if we can add a gradient to it. Anybody got any plans this weekend? I know I'm going to be very busy because I've got a bunch of graduations to go to. It is that season, so. I was hoping to stream this weekend, so I will do my best. Gots to work, oh yeah. Busy, busy. Do you work on most weekends or every now and then? Or like maybe when you need to pick up someone's shift? I remember I had to do that with my other job and I hated it. But money is money. Thursday to Friday, Friday into Saturday, and Saturday into Sunday. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, let me add a little bit of highlight. Honestly, I could just make this into an emote itself. But I don't know. That might be a little dangerous. If I could ensure that this would be used on my streams only, I would make it an emote. I don't know if that's something I can do. But going back to talking about work, I do like on calls and overtime sometimes, here and there, but it's like it's different because with office jobs, it's just like you literally sit at your desk and wait for work to come. It's not like anything crazy. It's a little ridiculous. You could upload to 7TV. Oh, I could look into that. Let me see. I don't think I've ever used 7TV, so that might be a good way to start. Huh. Cool. But I think this is pretty good. Ironically, this is like one of the better ones I feel like I've made. I want to see if I can maybe outline it. It's just so simple. Text ones are much easier. Hello, hello, 1010EXE. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Did you make your model? I did. I made this, drawing it in Sprite and Clip Studio, and then I rigged it myself in Live 2D. Glad to hear you're doing well. Just drawn some pixel icons here for my channel point redeems. Want it to be labeled a little bit easier, so I thought I would draw a couple icons. Okay. I'm sorry, I think I'm gonna head to bed. Go ahead. Go ahead, get your beauty sleep. It was great to have you. I was so happy that you could stop by and watch me draw my chud pixel icon. Thank you for the stream. No problem. I'll probably head out in like 30 anyways, because I gotta wake up in the morning, you know, working people we are. So have a good night. Let me make these a little bit brighter. I want it to look like highlights. I don't want to overdo it either. That looks good, actually. Okay, let's see the list. I can cross these off. These are done. Let's see what other ones. Do you do VTuber commissions? I don't currently, but I do have a VGen. So if you would like, you could follow me there. I can drop a link real quick. So if anybody is ever interested in potentially seeking out a commission, So I would like to do pixel icons and emotes and VTuber models in the future. What would be an expected price if you did? So for the artwork, it would probably be around 400 just because it takes a lot of labor just to draw it. And then rigging would be a separate thing. I haven't figured out how much it would be for rigging. For rigging, if I had to figure out a price, that would probably be around 400, 500, depending on complexity. It would probably be adjusted. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, I would probably just stay tuned on the VGen, because I am hopefully anticipating on opening commissions at some point, sometime soon in the near future. I've had some people reach out to me asking similar questions, so oh, the toothless dance, I love that. But yeah, I'm thinking of packaging a couple of different commissions, probably emotes, animated emotes, and then pixel models. Okay, I think that is good. Alright, let's see what other channel points need icons now. Oh, my crane game one. Let's do an icon for that. Probably make it look like a little gashapon toy. So let's do 28 by 28 resolution. I keep trying to make my own model, but just hate the way they look. Yeah, that's usually how it goes when you first start out. I made a lot of bad ones before I made the ones that I'm happy with. I think I made like 5 really bad full art models before I settled on this pixel art style that I like. Actually, I could probably switch to some of the pixel ones I've made. I have like, let's see, just to show off a little bit. But I do have a couple. So this one right here was one of my very first ones. And this one is a mouse controlled one. So this doesn't even require tracking or anything, which is one I want to offer in the future. And then this is my full body one, which is what I'm currently using. And then let's see if I can load my OC. And then I have this one too. So these are the pixel ones I've made so far that I'm like happy with. But it's a bit of a process to figure out the style you want and how to rig it properly. Do you do any half body? Yeah, I could definitely do. So the chibi style ones are half body typically, but if you wanted a full one like the one I'm using, like a regular styled one, but half body, I could definitely offer those too if that's what you're looking for. I know that some people want to do those ones because they're a little bit cheaper and you might not need to show the full body. I don't really know what I'm looking for, just looking around. Yeah, of course. Sometimes it's good to just take a gander at what you might want. But it might be good because I don't think anyone really offers half body pixel style at all, or at least I haven't seen. I know I want it pixelated though. Okay, yeah. Then you found the right person, or at least future person. There was one I saw. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, pixel models are a little niche. There's a handful of VTubers and artists who do pixel style, but they are all different pixel densities too. Some of them are more detailed than others. Some of them are more 8-bit style. I think mine is kind of in the middle. Let's see what these like gashapon cup capsules look like. Okay, they kind of look clear. So let's try to make some reflections. But yeah, if you're still looking around, I think VGen's a great resource for finding what you're looking for. There's some like protections on both the artist side and the commissioner side when it comes to negotiating commission stuff, so it's like a one-stop shop. But it's always good to keep an eye out for what you're wanting. Okay, this is kind of looking like a Pokeball. Maybe I have to change the color. Let's see. And then I think I might be done for the day. I like this. It's a little saturated, but I kind of like it that way. It sticks out more. Let's do this previous shape. I like that better. Add a couple more highlights. And then let's change the name of this. It's gonna call it Gashapon Capsule. Okay. All right, that might be all I'm gonna do today. So let's go through a little bit. I've actually made incredible progress this stream. This one might be the only one I'll adjust. the bananas, the highlight, the head pats, and then the water bottle, and then the party glasses. Cool. Looks good. Are these emotes or badges? So these are actually going to be the icons for the channel point redeems. So I'm just creating icons to make it clearer for each button. But I think some of these I could definitely turn into emotes. This one I was thinking about. The banana one is pretty cute too. But I think considering the sizes are a little smaller, they could be badges. But I have badges already. So yeah, we'll just keep them as channel point icons. So, pretty good work. Alright, so I'll probably end the stream here, but let's see if we can raid somebody. If y'all want to stick around for that. Let's see, let's see. Oh, let me make sure this is saved properly too. Honestly though, I'm very happy with the progress we made this time. And then probably next stream I'll make my emotes. I'll probably draw those on my iPad. So yeah. Alright, let's raid. And then let me make sure all of these files are kept in the right spot. Alright, let's try this. But yeah, I appreciate all of you coming. That was actually a very productive stream, so I'm super happy about that. Alright. Let's do this. Alright. Oh, that didn't work. Let me make sure the username is correct. Oh, haha. Always double check. This should be it. All right, let's go. Bye-bye.